All right, we are going to be working on some end range work and hip internal rotation in a 90-90 position. Now, these exercises are to build strength and control within the range of motion of hip internal rotation. We'll be doing passive range lift offs and, passive range holds and then lift offs. So, let's go ahead and set up in our base position, which is our 90-90. Back leg, left leg is our working leg. Passive range holds. First step is to take ourselves into our end range of hip internal rotation. So to do that, you are going to rotate the pelvis down to the mat like you're trying to sit your left butt cheek down to the floor. You'll start to feel that deep capsular stretch. And essentially, in this exercise, what we are trying to do when we get to our end range is we are going to kind of capture that in range. So I'm contracting like a rails contraction. Once I've gotten that contraction, I'm going to hold on to it and then shift forward just until my foot leaves the floor. I'm going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I release it back down. So once again, get yourself into your end range, sit your hip down to the floor, the left butt cheek. You're going to do a rails contraction. If you're having trouble finding out what that feels like, you're not alone. Rails is sometimes extremely hard to feel that contraction. So what I would tell you to do is take yourself a little bit out of your end range, maybe kickstand a little bit out to the side. See if you can find that rails contraction. Once you've caught on to that contraction, shift forward until you feel your foot hover. Hold it for 10 seconds. Yes, and then that is your passive range hold. You'll do about 3 to 5 reps here. As you're going through this is a note for someone who maybe has a lot of flexibility range of motion. Let's say you get to your end range, you find your rails contraction, and then you lean forward, and then your leg is all the way up here. The foot or the leg should not be this high off of the ground, because the point of the exercise is to kind of train our weak points. We don't want to make this exercise too easy for us. So to start, get to the depths of your end range, and then you can regress from there. If you're like, I physically can't even connect to the tissues to find this rails contraction, then kickstand the leg out, take yourself out of the stretch, find the rails, hover, hold for 10 seconds, really squeezing the glutes, core, without dumping my pelvis forward. Keep it tight. You hold it for 10 seconds, lower down, reset. Find your end range, contract, shift forward, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more rep here. Finding my end range of internal rotation, trying to find that rails contraction, and then I lean forward until it just hovers off of the ground. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you're going through these exercises, if you feel like your body is starting to like borrow from other areas to cheat, dial down your intensity, kickstand your hand out a little bit more, because intent is very important. We're trying to have more specificity with this stuff right here, and not getting too much into our shoulders or wherever else that your body tries to cheat from. So those are passive range holds. Passive range lift-offs are a little bit similar, but you are going to stay in your base position. You are in your internal rotation. You're going to squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes, and then try to find that lift off in the back leg. Hold for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. Inhale. Exhale, lift off, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Lower down. If you're feeling cramping anywhere in this area, just take the arm out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, find that lift off, rotating in the hip, not dumping into the pelvis. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale, lift, hold for 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. You can do about 5 to 8 reps of this. These are pretty high intensity work, so you don't have to do these all the time. Like I said, listen to your body. If you get a hip cramp, don't panic. That is just your body's response because this is something new and it just has no idea what's going on. So don't panic about any hip